Hello everyone and welcome to the Bearded Gamer channel. This is your host, the Bearded Gamer. And if you're tuning into this video, it's because you want to know what to do, how to create a good army or having a good economy while playing Total War Shogun 2. Now let's start a new campaign and let's start with Shogun 2. Then I'll make another video on, let's start with nothing too crazy, so I can actually show you guys how to have a good economy and army. And if you keep using these steps, this is something that I have done while playing very difficult levels. Let's do a large campaign. I'm just going to explain the basics of what needs to be done in order to have a good economy, a good army, and something that you can actually beat the game and not being hurting to trying to get into a stalemate, meaning getting decisions and going to diplomacy to get alliances and whatnot. That being said, let's start.
Precious time for our clan.
Yes, so basically
not only have we established ourselves as masters of Satsuma province.
Yes, so
if our
once again,
daimyo
the
is to
first thing to
become
do
Shogun,
is basically
military ruler
conquer
of all Japan, we must defeat.
Now, the way I do it, a lot of people, I see a lot of other players basically using basically creating armies, getting trade routes and whatnot, and getting into trade deals with other clans. I think that's actually the first mistake that you're going to be committing, or you're going to do here in this game. The first thing you should do is raise food, and I'll explain that later why. So it will be food and also your recruitment for your military. You need to defend your cities. So the first thing to do is verify what do you have in your army. So right now in our army we have the general. I'm not using the daimyo for any chance or by any reasons. I don't know why. So let's start with the army. With the army you want to have at least 3 arrows, the bow ashigaru. So let's create at least 2 more. And then we're going to be creating the Shimatsu Katana Samurai. I will take it from there. Now, regarding the general, you're also going to get a lot of experience, or got a lot of general bonuses if you have your daimyo. Your leader should have a lot of stars and a lot of combat experience in order to get more respect from their clan. If you go to clan management, you actually go to family and council. You're going to see that your daimyo, the leader of the clan, has 3 honors, and it says here that he's unproven. So that's why you need to send him into battle and fight and get a little bit of stars and experience. That's going to help them a lot with their honor. Now let's go to the next phase. I don't think there's anything else that I can do here. No, there's nothing else. Let's just go to the next phase. Now in the next phase, the other clans are going to be moving, fighting, creating armies and whatnot. We're just going to take it from there.
Ideal
now we
for
have
whittling down
2 bow ashigarus that are here in the city in Satsuma. So we're just basically going to move them to my main army that I'm trying to create. Once again, let me verify what I have in the army. So I have 3 ashigaru bows, and I also have 2 yari ashigaru. Actually I have 3 and 3. Alright, so basically what you want to do, the way that you do battles is basically, the way I see it is rock, paper, and scissors. So sword beats pikemans and also arrows, and pikemans beat horse, and arrows just, you know, from far away they beat everybody, but when they're in close combat, unfortunately bow troopers, they don't do any good damages, and their defenses are very low, and basically they're just going to get overrun and killed quickly. So you want to start getting your katana samurai deployed or created. Now I'm going to explain later what I told you guys. Why do you need to build your farming first? So basically, right now we don't have any surplus of food. So you want to get that farm up and running so you can have a surplus right here of food. That's the first recommendation that I always give to anybody getting into the Shogun Total War game. The second thing will be trails. Make your roads better. But so far I need to get my army up and running because I know the clan right here is actually going to attack me soon. I need to get that up and running. So, and the third thing will be the Sake Den, and I'll explain to you why the Sake Den is actually better than everything else. Regarding the trade routes,
skilled sword.
I'm very pro playing this game. Let me move the Katana Samurai to the actual main army. So the thing with having Sakiden, it's just because you're building your economy and not depending on anybody else. So trade routes can be destroyed. They can take your route, and then you're going to have what is called negative income. So you have a lot of army that you need to pay. You're paying your soldiers to fight for you, for your clan. Now, the problem is, let's take this here, and I think I'm just going to take this general here because I was not able to get more troops in. And I don't want to do a wall or city battle, but I guess I'll have to do it now for this video. So your trade routes can be taken out, and that's going to make you go into a negative. Alright, so we're going to have our first battle right now. Nope, hold on. What the hell? There you go. So what happened is, like, whenever you're having your routes and your trade, they're going to get destroyed by the enemy. They can get raided by pirates. So if you have a lot of expenses and you are counting that income, you're just going to lose it. So you're just going to go in negative stance. So with that being said, always be independent. Do not do any trade deals with your enemies or your allies, just because alliances are going to be disintegrated or broken by the end of the game, or before the end of the game, or by the middle of the game. So to build your own economy, do not depend on anybody. Now, I was not counting on doing actually fighting for the game, for the video, so it doesn't matter. It's a good thing to do just to show you what I mean about rock, paper, scissors. Now, this is basically a castle siege. Your enemy is looking for a way to destroy you. Now, I don't have a lot of arrows, so I'm going to try to do one arrow troop here. And that's one. The other one. The other one's aiming there. And my other one is here. That should be okay. I mean, barely, there's nobody coming here from the south. What's my... Basically, I'm starting the battle, and the enemy's coming from... hold on, nope, cancel that. I don't know what's wrong with my computer, so I apologize for that. Alright, so let's see with the camera. I would say... Nope. Yeah, no, not even with that. I was not able to get my players on. That's okay. So basically, this guy's, let's get them here running. And this guy's going to be fighting this troop movement right here. They better start moving fast. This guy's going to be shooting here. And this guy's, whoever comes here. In the meantime, let's just shoot some arrows here. Something wrong with the controls. see the troops firing arrows. Basically. Arrows and arrows. You're gonna see your bow ashigarus. These guys, they don't have anything to do here. So you might want to move them to the other side. Basically, just send them around here somewhere. Now you're gonna see the first troops that are Yari Ashigarus, which basically they're really good against horse. So, like I mentioned before, the rock, paper, and scissors, you want to send your katana samurai against them because they're very good against the. These guys are getting bombarded by arrows. You'll see why. It's just these guys are running. It's a good strategy game, which I highly recommend to everybody. Alright, so basically, let's see how's everybody doing. These guys are getting handled here. Fighting through the actual borders or the edges of your settlement. However, you're going to take your sword to fight here. Where are you going to be going? These guys are really good defending. These are your retainers, your settlements. They're strong for defense. Now we have a katana samurai right now on the serve. Obliterate anybody that can try. I was just about to wait. See, everybody's running. They know your retainers are coming. Let's fight here. Sometimes you have to be paying attention when your troops are coming. Alright, so this guys here, we're getting a little bit of a boom. Gary, why not? There's nothing wrong with that. We're just going to be running. Right here. I don't want to send my horses yet. I know they can get destroyed. They're going to get hit hard. They're fighting each other there. Coming in. It's just, you don't know what's waiting for them. Now, my Oashigaru is about to get obliterated. That's when you send your general. More to rally other troops. Here. Troops roll. General right there. You can actually send them both to fight. I'm sending everybody to fight. Might as well.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord!
There, but might as well send them all.
My lord! A glorious victory will soon be yours!
Now keep in mind, sometimes when you're playing the game, the enemy might have the advantage of you. They have more troops, stronger ones. But for example, always try to go on the defense when you have the disadvantage. So what happens is, like, whenever you have a situation like this, I do really think the enemy was stronger than me at this point, but I was defending. So they have to go all the way in ladders to go inside your settlement. So you have your arrows, your bowmen shooting arrows, and their numbers are going to go down. Then you can retaliate. For example, you have 120 soldiers coming up. The arrows are shooting. They're probably going to go by half. The troops coming in. Then you have your swordsmen or your katana samurais, and they're going to obliterate whoever's coming up, or the battle is just going to go down. So I won that battle. Now I'm going to get a katana samurai. Perfect. So yeah, I only lost 300 troops. It was a pretty close deployable troops on the grounds. They lost almost 1,000 soldiers, and lost 200. Not too bad. Now with the Saki, then it brings more money to your settlement and also gives you ninjas. Ninjas can be used to destroy basically you can destroy anything from, actually let me use my army. Nope, I can use them. Nope, I can't use them yet. Actually, I'm not gonna fight this one. I have 39 soldiers, so I might as well skip that. So the ninjas can be used for assassination, fuck generals, and strategic leaders, and also to sabotage your army and settlements. Now the daimyo, it's actually the leader right here of the main army. So he's good getting experience, and also his reputation or honor is supposed to also go up. Now, a lot of people go for strategists. I never go for strategists. I always go for a warrior, just trying to make my bodyguard strong, not to get my daimyo kill in battle. Alright, let's see. Command when in land. I never do land battles. Do not waste any money creating boats unless hardly necessary. Now I'm gonna do this 45. I'm not gonna, just gonna auto resolve it. So now you have 2 settlements. I'm gonna peacefully occupy it just because the public order is gonna go not that down compared to if you loot everything. You're gonna get more money, more gold. However, your economy is gonna be destroyed, so you have to rebuild the town from scratch. So peacefully rebuild the castle that was destroyed and get more farm. So now, as you see here, you have surplus of 1. So whenever you get to the point when you have a strategic town, you're going to build up more castles. Make your town stronger, and that way, let me get more katana samurai here. I don't have any gold right now. So you have that castle stronger, and you can defend it. You can bring your main army there just to defend the enemy coming in. I choose this clan because they are in a separate island all the way to the west, southwest. So basically, it's really hard for the enemy to get to me. That's why I like using this clan. It's Satsuma. And basically, those are my 2 cents for starting the game and my tips. I have beaten this game multiple times. All the campaigns I've done it. Just keep in mind, it's not an easy game, but it's just with patience, and if you keep building farms, road, and Saki, then you should have enough economy and money to create the army that you want. Also, destroy the clans, take the city, do not do any alliances. They're going to get broken down the end, and then you're going to drop your defenses, expanding all the ways to Kyoto, or conquering everything else. So what happened is, if you're by the middle of the map and you have an enemy pretty close to where your main island is or where your cities are, and they're not well defended, your enemy is gonna, your ally is gonna go against you, and they're just gonna destroy everything that you have accomplished. Then negative income, or you're not gonna have an income coming in, and then your army and your cities are gonna start revolting against you. Just keep in mind those tips and tricks. They should do the trick to basically get you going through the game and also beating the game. And once again, this was the Bearded Gamer. If you have any questions, concern, recommendations, or anything that you saw that could be done better, please make sure to drop a comment, and drop a comment below. I'll be more than happy to go over it and reply to it. Take care.